the Breakfast Club, bitch.
Who's Donkey of the Day today?
Well, Donkey of the Day for Friday, February 10th goes to the Church of England, okay, which is headed by King Charles III, okay? Damn it, Charlamagne, what are you giving the Church of England Donkey of the Day for? Well, I'm going to just read you this headline in the New York Post, and then you tell me if you want me to continue, okay? The headline reads, Church of England might give God gender-neutral pronouns. Do y'all want me to continue? Huh? I don't hear nothing. Okay.
Gender-neutral pronouns.
Yes. Okay.
Please continue.
All right, I will. Now, listen, I know religious teachings always refer to God as a him, okay? In more recent times, I have pushed back against that because it just feels like a way to reinforce patriarchy. I mean, the same way white is the default setting in America or in the world, okay? Men leading is the default setting in the world as well. So I personally prefer using female pronouns. I refer to God as a woman, also because the attributes that God possesses, grace, forgiveness, okay? In my life, I see those exhibited more in women, especially black women, okay? But that's a topic for another day. But what we not gonna do, Church of England, is start referring to God as them and they. That's too confusing. Y'all don't believe me, do you? Let's go to Newsmax for the report, please.
The Church of England is reportedly considering the use of gender-neutral terms to refer to God in prayers. Now, as of right now, the church says there are absolutely no plans to abolish or substantially revise authorized services and that no changes could be made without extensive legislation. But a liturgical commission has launched a special project to examine updating future teachings.
So it's being reported that some church leaders have already made changes, trading references to he and him for simply God, or even they and them, and rewriting our Father, that starts the Lord's Prayer, to our mother, our father and mother.
Shut up. That New Testament of the Bible, boy, it's gonna be confusing. Okay, let me tell you something, man. I'm all for whatever y'all want to do as humans, but we can't start doing that when it comes to God. Okay, and I'm gonna tell you why. Even though God is all-knowing, even though God is the best planner, I feel we might confuse God if we start referring to God as them and they. Okay,
God is all.
He is. She is.
That's
okay?
what I'm saying.
God,
and she's our mother.
I'm for the she thing, but the them and they, no. Okay, it's too confusing. All right, if we start referring to God as them and they, God may not like that because God is a jealous God. Exodus 34:14, Ray J
He's
says,
also a forgiving God and understanding.
True, but Exodus 34:14 says, "Do not worship any other god, for the Lord, whose name is jealous, is a jealous God." You are not supposed to worship any other god. Okay, they and them will sound like you worshiping a whole group of people.
But you said in Exodus, read a couple scriptures before the one you said, because that's just out of nowhere.
I don't know all the scriptures.
That's what I'm saying. So you can't just pick a scripture in the middle of the Bible.
I'm picking a scripture that reinforces what I'm trying to tell you, that God is a jealous God.
But it has to be a before and after what happened before that Exodus scripture and after.
Well, listen to this. Imagine reading Luke 24:50-51, right? And you hear this. And they led them out as far as to Bethany, and they lifted up them hands and blessed them. And it came to pass while they blessed them, they was parted from them and carried up into heaven. Now, the thems were already there.
Yeah.
I just added the days, but those days were he's. Do you not realize how confusing that is?
But what happened in Matthew, and Mark, and Luke, and John, and Acts, and Romans, and 1st and 2nd Corinthians?
I can tell you what happened in Psalms.
And Galatians.
I can tell you what happened in Psalms.
Philippians, Colossians.
We all know Psalm 23, right? The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want.
What about Psalms 22?
Psalm 23, Ray. Listen. The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. Say it with me. Say it, Ray.
I know it.
The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want.
I want to learn 21 and 22.
Okay.
Now, I need to know what happened before that scripture happened, because, in the beginning is where we should start with the Bible if we haven't already yet. That's like reading Charlotte's Web and picking a chapter 5.
Imagine if Psalm 23 started like this. They maketh me to lie down in green pastures. They leadeth me besides the still waters. They restoreth my soul. They leadeth me in the paths of righteousness for their name's sake. God gonna be looking down like, okay, it's time to pressure wash this whole thing.
I love the hand movement with it, though. It's like you in the zone. You know what I'm saying?
Unplug the Xbox, Jesus shall say. Okay, we starting over. Who is them fools down there, giving all of these days the credit for my work? Okay, this is not a group project. Okay?
I get it, but one quote out the Bible, when it's so many, it's confusing to me, because it's like, let's read the Bible from the beginning.
You want another one? I'll give you another one. Deuteronomy 7:13. They will love you and bless you and multiply you. They will also bless the fruit of your womb and the fruit of your ground, your grain and your new wine and your oil, the increase of your herd and the young of your flock, in the land which they swore to your forefathers to give you. Is that not confusing? Doesn't that sound like it's a group project?
It does.
God will be like, who put this together? Me, that's who, not they.
Not they.
Okay?
Not them, him.
Exactly.
Him.
There you go, Ray.
That's what we've been saying.
That's what I'm trying to tell you.
Say him.
That's what I'm telling you.
It's him.
Yes.
Not them.
There
exactly.
you go, Ray.
Not Jim.
There you go.
Exactly.
There
Not
you-
Kim.
No, preach,
Not
Pastor
them.
Willie.
Yes.
Preach, Pastor Willie.
I don't like it.
Church of England, knock it the F off.
God is all.
God told me to tell you, she's sick of all y'all stuff. Okay, y'all need to stop worrying about what to call God, and folks need to stop saying they're going to find God, because when I hear stories like this, it reminds me that God isn't lost, you are. Please let Remy Ma give the Church of England the biggest hee-haw.
Hee-haw, hee-haw.
Find God.
Stupid mother are you dumb?
God is not lost, Ray. You are.
Okay. I'm going to find myself.
Donkey of the Day is brought to you by the law office of Michael S. Lamonsoff. Don't be a donkey. Dial pound 250 on your cell and say the bull if you've been hurt in a construction accident. That's pound 250 from your cell and say the bull.
Wake that ass up.
Early in the morning.
The Breakfast Club.